darlings. Welcome to my center of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. Welcome for your weekly reading, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you are new, thanks for joining in, for being here for the first time. You are so very welcome here. Those of you who have been watching me for a while, thanks for supporting me. If you've been watching me for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can support the channel and like this video if it's helpful for you, if you enjoy it, if it's enlightening, it's inspiring for you, so that other people can catch wind of these messages. If you feel like someone will benefit from these messages, by all means share the message. All right, okie dokie, guys. So it's pretty windy here, so the hair is going to be all over my face, but not that it matters. We're going to look into what we need to know for the week, okay? Whatever comes through, comes through. If you watch me, you know that a lot of messages get channeled through me. So let's see. Holy Spirit, Archangel, Galactic Families. Wow. That didn't take too long. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for these messages. Okay, guys. Woo! We got 10 of Wands with the Hermit. Okay? What's at the bottom? 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Alright? I love this deck. It's a glorious deck. Anyway, and I don't remember the title because it's a Japanese deck and I had to go through the links to find it. I think I found it on eBay. Anyway, if you're interested in this deck, just let me know. But there's a lot of light and power in this deck. So we've got, okay, right away I heard, for some of you here, or you're dealing with somebody, you might be dealing with a Virgo, but it doesn't matter, or you got strong Virgo in your chart, or strong Earth. Okay, a couple of things. Someone is coming out of hiding. Someone is about to come out of hermit mode because they want this partnership, relationship, commitment. Someone is about to offer their cup. They're about to ask for forgiveness. They're about to reconcile. This is not giving up on those that you love, okay? There's someone here who's like been trying to isolate themselves and keeping themselves at bay or hidden, trying to contemplate why they didn't pursue this before, why they didn't take the cup before, why they were so fearful of this like soul connection, all right? Why they were fearful of commitment. And there's a lot of reasons, guys. What was done in the past, people who've really torn our hearts apart, that type of thing, right? Us not being in alignment, okay? We keep getting into partnerships and situations and, or what are they called, situationships? Getting into these relationships where there's no true love there. There's no true soul connection. You guys aren't on the same page. I'm one of them because every person that I dated, and this is not to knock on any of them, okay? Every person that I was in a relationship with, we were never really on the same page. We may have liked some similar things, but when it came to morals and values and like for me, music was everything. I never was in a relationship with someone who loved music as much as I did. That is my number one thing when it comes to something that I like, okay? And when I know somebody who has that type of passion for music like I do, there's a strong connection there because we're bonding over music, we're connecting over music. Well, we got that message in the my live Saturday night, which was last night. If you haven't watched my latest live for May 6th, okay, it's called It's Time to Speak Your Truth. Archangel Sandalphon came in strong there. I was talking about connecting through music, not just with God, but with each other. Music unites us. It brings us together, and it also helps us to connect more with our counterparts, with our soulmates, with friends, okay? Like across the board, music is like the greatest healing method that we have, okay? That's my belief. But anyway, that's what they're telling me, but that is my belief. But anyway, there's someone here who's like, I can't be burdened by this paralyzing fear of commitment. I can't be stressed out and weighed down by freaking out about this connection, about a connection that is very passionate, by the way. There's a very magnetic connection between you and somebody else, all right? There's a lot of passion here, but there's a tremendous amount of love at the same time. But this love and passion is coming from the soul. It's not coming from your loins. It's not coming from double energy. This is not lust. This is not codependency, because that's the shadow side of Two of Cups, okay? Enabling, like approval seeking, enabling unhealthy attachments, clinginess. I need to be in a relationship to make me feel whole. Like, and I'm gonna call it out, Jerry Maguire movie, that scene, You Complete Me, okay? With Renee Zellweger and Tom Cruise, whatever. And everyone's like, oh my God, that is the most romantic thing ever. No one is supposed to complete you. It's a cool movie, I'm all for it, but people who are overly sappy or like romanticizing the shit out of the relationships, you are not supposed to look to someone to complete you. That is not Two of Cups, everybody. You have your cup, they have your cup, you come together, cheers, cling, let's toast to this, because you found your happiness. You found that love within yourself, and you're not relying on your partner to fill your cup, because your cup is already full. So somebody here is like, I can't be freaking out about this type of connection. But this is also about allowing yourself to be your true authentic self, and you filling your cup up first so that you will attract someone who's on your level, okay? Not someone who's going to fill a void, not someone who's going to fill in all your missing pieces. Now, there is a connection where someone's got a strong suit of something that the other one doesn't, but you come together to make it work. You come together, it's like the yin and the yang, to make it complete, to make it whole. It's two becoming one with the Two of Cups here. The yin and the yang, if you look at the black and the white, are not mixed up to create the gray, guys. The feminine's got their thing, the masculine's got their thing, but they come together to create something, a wholeness, one soul, oneness here. But you still maintain your individuality. You're not trying to rely on somebody for something else that you were lacking before, and that's self-love, okay? You can't have these deep soul connections and have a very strong magnetic attraction with someone when you are not yourself and you are not filling your own cup, okay? There's also some sense of paranoia for some of you about you not being able to come together with your counterpart or soulmate, not finding a soulmate, not finding someone who gets you. You gotta stop looking outside yourself and saying, oh, I'm not gonna find this, and oh my God, I'm gonna stay single, I'm gonna be isolated for the rest of my life, and no one's gonna come to me. Stop being in that mentality. You gotta work on your spiritual growth. You gotta go within and start finding yourself. This is the Socrates card, know thyself. You have to understand, what do you really want in a partnership, in a relationship. This could also be about business. Like, what type of business partner do you want? Do you guys have the same values and morals? Do you have the same ambitions? Do you have the same drive about things? Are you, like, you know, really passionate about healing humanity, or something about children, or something about, I'm hearing Earth song, like from Michael Jackson, you're passionate about music, maybe healing the world through music. That's another Michael Jackson song, Heal the World, right? Michael Jackson's coming through again. Actually, Michael Jackson was a Virgo. Thank you, Michael. You see how this works? It's not just coming together with soulmate. We have soulmates who are not romantic partners, guys, friends. My son is my soulmate, okay? I have a soulmate connection with my own son, all right? With people of my soul tribe. I also have a deep soul connection with my counterpart, right? Where there's like romance embedded in there. But agape love is what we're trying to achieve. So there are a lot of messages coming through here. It's someone is like, I cannot be freaking out anymore about being in a commitment, being friends with like-minded people or finding like-minded people. Some of you got to stop being introverts. This is not the time to be introverted, guys. This is the time to be out there, be bold and be brave. Show the world the real you and like be out there like full frontal. I talked about that in my live. Be exposing yourself, but who you really are and not being afraid of shining your light, guys. He's holding the lantern. That's the star in there. That's the light within you. You can't be dimming that light. You can't be hiding that light, and you can't be in friendships and relationships that are toxic, that are dimming your light, okay? That are making you feel like not whole, not one with yourself. When you are not in that energy, you're not gonna call in a very strong, committed relationship. You gotta learn to commit to yourself, because Two of Cups is also talking about committing to yourself too. Loving yourself, like taking good care of yourself, your emotions, honoring your feelings, honoring your emotions. You don't need anybody to do that for you. You do not. Because you end up being codependent on someone else. And when you do that, you are giving your power away. When you give your power away, you dim your light. You're not going to draw in, you're not going to manifest the things that your heart is desiring. Because you're seeking validation, you're seeking love, everything else outside of yourself. When you need to be going to God first and foremost, and you got to stop like being paranoid about certain things. When you've got to go within and really understand who you are, what it is that you want, and get into alignment with that. It's like some of you are wanting things that other people want just to be in a relationship. You're dumbing yourself down. You're actually giving your power away to people by approval seeking, by giving them what they want when you're like sacrificing your own happiness. You're hiding yourself away in that cloak when you should not be afraid to be who you are. You should not be afraid about knowing what you know in here. Again, Socrates, know thyself. You can't be afraid to go within and start understanding, going through your life's experiences. Virgo is analyzing. They're excellent at analyzing, but the shadow side of them is over-analyzing the shit out of things. I have strong Virgo on my chart, and I'm double air, people. Overly detailed. Overly paranoid about things. Over-analyzing the shit out of things, where it's like, it's a freaking, the minutiae of this is not important. For some of you, it's weighing you down. It's causing you to burn out. It's causing you to lower your vibration here. When you're trying to look at the nitty-gritty of things, look at every little molecule and atom and all this stuff, trying to figure something out or trying to attain something. Okay? And it's like, if those of you who are afraid to be out there in the limelight, the spotlight, you're afraid to be who you are, you've got to work on that. Some of you are afraid of being single. You're afraid of not being in a relationship because some of you have been in relationship after relationship after relationship, but you're not learning anything about yourself. You are becoming the other people that you were dating because you have a strong codependency on relationships. And you're turning into someone that you are not. And that's when you're dimming your light. You're not following your true purpose. You're not following what lights you up. You're not following what makes you happy. I need to feel whole. I need to feel like I'm somebody if I'm in a relationship. No, you don't. You don't. You're going to continue to be in unfulfilling relationships if you do that. And what's happening again is that you're going to become somebody that you're not, and you're dragging in, you're pulling in energy from other people when you think that you want the same things that they do when you really don't. Let's say someone, okay, I'm going to call this out because this has to do with my person, and I'm going to say this. I remember my person talking about Kenny G. Like, he hates that type of music, right? It's kind of like jazz or whatever. smooth jazz channel. At least that's what he was telling me. But I know he said about Kenny G, he's like, I can't stand that stuff. I love Kenny G. Or David, oh my God, begins with a K. Kraus? No. I can't remember. He plays saxophone. Okay? It's like smooth jazz stuff. Can't remember his name. Oh my God. I think his name is David. Begins with a K. Anyway, but that's beside the point. I love that type of music, right? And if my person says, I hate that stuff, I can't go and say, oh yeah, I don't like it either. Because you want somebody to like you that bad. You want to be in that relationship that bad that you're liking the things you don't like and you are doing the things you don't want to do, and you can't find a true soul connection by doing that, guys. And I remember when he was telling me that, and I was like, what's wrong with Kenny G? I love that stuff. Right? I eat ceviche, and I used to eat ceviche when we used to go out together, and he would look at me like, how can you eat that stuff? And I would make jokes or whatever, because I love this stuff. Right? I love it. You can have mutual likes and dislikes, guys. To be in a connection like this does not mean you both have to like everything. That's clinginess. That's codependency. Oh, oh my God, it's Coming to America. When they're presenting that princess or whoever she was, and he goes, Prince Hakeem, right? So tell me, what it is that you like? Whatever you like. What do you like to do? Whatever you like. And he's like, no, I need you to challenge me. I need you to teach me something that I don't know. I need you to like your own shit. It's so funny in that scene. She's like, whatever you like. And he said to bark like a dog and hop on one foot. This is the shadow side of this, guys. That's not true love right there. That's not a true soul connection. And if you haven't watched that movie, you need to watch that movie. I need to watch that again. That's a fucking hilarious movie, right? And some of you are like, you're overburdened because you're not finding the true love because you are being like that princess or whoever who's, oh no, I'm gonna like whatever you like. I'm gonna follow you wherever you go like a puppy dog. I'm not gonna have my own independence. Some of you gotta stop being so dependent on relationships, okay? You gotta know what you want, and you're gonna realize, oh, I never really liked that. I never really wanted to do that. I like doing these things. I like these things. And it's okay to have disparities, but the most important things that you are passionate about in life is what you should have in commonality with a business partner, with a soulmate, with a committed partner, okay? Like me, music is everything. It so happens that my counterpart loves music as much as I do, if not more than I do. We have bonded over music, whether we are together or not, over the course of 7+ years. And it's actually something that's drawing us closer, even though I've been separated from my person for over 3 years, okay? But the bond deepens through music, and we're communicating with each other through that to understand certain things about ourselves. So some of you are becoming overburdened by I don't want to be single, I don't want to be alone, I don't think I can do this by myself. I'm hearing you know what's funny? My mom's been singing that song All By Myself for a while, or On My Own. Once again, I don't remember who sings. There's 2 different songs. And I'm like, why is my mom singing that? I think my mom's singing that subconsciously. But anyway, this is not being afraid of being by yourself. Guys, I'm one of those people. I wanted somebody there to carry me through. I needed someone to help me to get through the difficulties in life. That doesn't build strength or resilience. God does his greatest work when you're in solitude, guys, not when you're in relationships. especially not romantic ones. You're not going to find the Two of Cups when you haven't built up yourself, when you haven't found yourself, when you haven't realized what it is that you are here to do, what your purpose is, why you've been going through the same relationships over and over and over again. That's what I started to realize. When I analyzed all of my relationships and analyzed the friendships that I had, I started to realize something about myself. And I started to tell myself, Jess, why didn't you stick to who you were the entire time? Even if you were going to be the odd woman out, it didn't matter. Because I always felt like I didn't belong. I always felt out of place. I always felt like I was isolated. I was on my own little planet. But that was because I'm a very unique person and I was not like everybody else for a reason. You cannot be afraid to be yourself and not be like everyone else, ladies and gentlemen. So with this, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to you're going to continue to be stressed out and overburdened by not being who you really are? By you conforming to needing to be in a relationship? I've had so many people, because I've been single for a very long time. This is the longest time in my entire life that I have not had a partner. Okay? I barely have any friends anymore. But what God has built up in me is something I never thought was possible. I know what I want, and I'm not settling for anything less than what I want. But this is about wanting, not coming from a place of ego, but coming from the heart space, my higher self. What is right and just for my highest good. And I'm going to be patient enough when God says, when my counterpart and I are aligned, right? We're on the same page energetically with the morals and values and things. We have found our cup, our holy grail. We have forgiven ourselves and others. We have understood what brings us happiness, so that when we come into union, I'm not going to rely on him to make me happy. I'm not going to rely on him to fill my cup. He's not going to rely on me to fill his cup, because our cup is always going to be flowing. And while we're sharing each other's cups, it's going to be a never-ending flow of abundance, of unconditional love, of peace, of light, of health, okay? Where we're not relying on each other to have that. We are building upon what we are already vibrating at. We are going higher, not lower. So there's something here about not being afraid to be single and really discovering who you really are and the type of person that you're going to attract when you embody who you really are, when you act who you really are. And the other side of this is somebody here who's saying, I gotta stop being paranoid of committing to this person again. Stop being fearful and paranoid about being in a relationship, because some of you have been single for so long. You've been isolated for so long, and you're like, oh my God, now what? How is this gonna work? I have my own life. I'm doing this thing. Things are gonna shift for you, because some of you, you are coming into this connection pretty soon. Because 10 is about completion. You've been really going through it here, and you're not giving up. And you're like, gosh, you know, God, this is really tough. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on my counterpart. I'm not going to give up on those who love. This is not the time to give up on those who we love, guys, no matter who this is for you. Especially if it's your counterpart, your soulmate, because your person is about to come around. This fear of commitment is done. It is done. It is written. It is finished. It's about to happen. This person's learned a lot about themselves, about this connection with you. They're now realizing that they don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to live the lonely life. They don't want to be alone. Oh my God, the car just like blew away. I think there was the Layla card. Anyway, this person is saying, you know what? This is fucking crazy because I was getting this message from my counterpart as I was cleaning the bathroom and then taking a shower. This person doesn't want to be alone anymore. They know that there's something better, there's something bigger, that they want somebody around. But they're realizing that they don't need somebody around to make them feel better, because they've discovered a lot about what it is that they really want, who they were becoming, that they were like, that's not me, and what their purpose in life is, why they went through shitty relationships, why they went through what they went through in life. It was to help them to get into alignment with having this love of a lifetime here, where both of you are committed to each other. This is a reconciliation here. This is conflicts between two people can happen, but you gotta believe in that. You can't be fearful that it won't work. There's the belief, don't stop believing, right? That song was coming up last night in my walk. All these things, it's like you have to have that faith and that trust that this will work out, that you can let bygones be bygones. And when you offer that cup and you know that that person's ready to offer theirs too, there's no hesitation anymore here with this. And this person's like, I want commitment. I was fearing commitment this whole time. For what reason? That I was going to lose my independence, that I was going to become that person, that I was going to lose myself. When you are strong in who you are, you're not going to lose yourself. This is understanding there's something better here. I can't be afraid of this strong chemistry between us, this strong passion. I can't be afraid of that. I can't believe it. I can't fear being in such a deeply strong, profound, passionate love. There's nothing to be afraid of with that, because God wants you to experience this. It's the profoundness of this really deep connection on a soul level. It's like it gets at you. And some of you are dealing with friendships where they're bringing you down. They're stressing you out. You're surrounded by paranoid people, and they're making you paranoid. Get away from those people. They're lowering your vibration. You don't need those friends. You don't need those family members. Like, set boundaries here. These people are bringing you down. They're stressing you out, and it's like, or you're having people who they get paranoid and they're making you do all this stuff. You're overburdening yourself. You're taking on too many responsibilities that you don't need to be taking on because of their paranoia. You're taking on something because you're afraid of freaking them out. Virgo energy, someone who is like, this is OCD I'm getting, okay? Someone who has strong OCD, like Virgo, they can be people where when it comes to cleanliness and tidiness and organization, they can lose their shit. They can do too much of it. And that's not to insult Virgos, but it's a shadow side, guys. I know, because I had a very strong case of like OCD with a lot of things. It's funny because when I was cleaning that shower, while I was in the shower, I was scrubbing the floor and I was like, my higher self said, Jess, that's enough. You don't have to clean the shit out of the shower floor. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And my higher self said, Jess, it's clean enough. You've been scrubbing this for like 6 minutes straight. and my arm was getting tired. Weariness to the point like, oh God, like my arm hurts. No, it's clean enough. Stop overdoing it. Okay? Because some of you, you're doing these things to seek the approval of a parent, a family member, a friend, a lover, whatever. No. Some of you are trying to be like somebody else. You're overdoing it with your healing. You're overdoing it with, getting better at getting clean or getting, being healthy. One step at a time. Do what's necessary to just like cleaning. Some of you, it's a cleaning thing. Just do what's necessary to sanitizing. Don't spend 20 minutes on a toilet, 30 minutes on a shower, and then like 10 minutes mopping the floor or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Some of you, this is a cleanliness thing. That is total hermit in the reverse. With that Virgo energy. Overdoing it doesn't help you out, because then you're taking on too much, you're stressed out, you're overburdened, this is overwhelmed, you've brought yourself this strong sense of depletion of energy. You have to understand what is good enough for you. Other people who overdo it with being good enough, it has to stop. It has to come to an end. You're doing way too much. You're forcing the issue. You're pushing it to the limit, but then you hit the limit and then it's like, no, I gotta go beyond the limit, to the point where your health is affected, to the point where your mental, your emotional, spiritual health is affected. You have no energy to do fun things in life. That's no way to live, guys. Absolutely no way to live. Just get the Lysol, do a couple of passes. Okay, cool, it's clean. It's sanitized, right? You don't have to say yes to everything and do everything at once. This message came out last night again. Overburdening yourself with taking on all this stuff. I gotta do this, and then you have no time for fun. You have no time for relaxation. God, when your energies are that depleted, you start to freak out, and then all of a sudden you're disassociating yourself from your light. You're dimming your light when you do that. When your energies are that low, guys, you're dimming your light. And when that happens, you get to a place of very low vibrational energy. That is when the devil likes to come in and mess with you. Your health goes down. You become overly paranoid. You're dim. You dim your light. Other people that you are attracting are going to be vibrating at the same energy as you, where it's not for your highest good. It doesn't bring peace in your life. It doesn't bring tranquility. It doesn't bring light. It doesn't bring excellent health, unconditional love, whatever this is. It's like some of you take on too much because of the approval seeking. It's like that Kasamba ad. Nothing I did for him was ever good enough, right? Well, if the person didn't appreciate it the first time, then stop doing it. Stop trying to seek the approval of that person. You're doing yourself a huge disservice by doing that, and you're giving your power away, and you're taking yourself away from God by doing that. God did not say to overdo it. God did not say to be stressed out, to be overburdened, to do a million things at once. Where does it say in the Bible that God wants you to be stressed out? He wants you to be in complete peace and happiness. True peace is everything. This is not having peace in your life. Stop forcing the issue. Stop trying to overdo it to just make yourself look better or make yourself look better in the eyes of somebody else. Virgo energy is all about you are more than enough, and it's determined by you, not by somebody else. And when it comes to you doing your spiritual work, your healing, your spiritual growth, you need to take it one day at a time. Some of you want to have this relationship so bad. You want this union. You want this commitment. You got to do you first. God's got to build you up. He's got to refine you. He's got to prune you first before you're ready for that connection. And it takes a long time. It's Virgo energy. It's Earth. Look, it's the hermit. He has a beard. You're gaining wisdom through this process, guys. You cannot rush the process. You have to trust the process. You cannot force the process either. Otherwise, you're not going to gain that wisdom. You're not going to grow into the fullness of your potential, like Joel Osteen says. Osteen. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but we all know who he is. Reaching the fullness of your potential, especially when you find your holy grail to have this in your life, it takes a long time. This message keeps coming up, everybody. This is also a spiritual teacher and a mentor. Someone who's got your back. Someone who's a true friend, but a true friend is going to tell it like it is. Queen of Swords, teacher. The one who doesn't deal with bullshit. The one who tells you like it is. She's not afraid to tell you the truth. She is insanely brilliant, very wise. She's gone through the bullshit and she's teaching you how to get out of the bullshit. How to stop making excuses, how to stop with the bullshit, to cut out what doesn't serve you. She's been through this and she's been called upon God to teach what she's learned to others. And she's going to teach nothing but the truth, and people will get triggered, but that's because they're hitting a chord within you that you are afraid of facing. And that fear needs to be faced. It needs to come out of you. All right. Let's get your wellness tip. And the Queen of Swords, she's assertive, not aggressive. She's not going around talking to people saying, you're not fucking learning your lessons, you damn idiot. You're like a piece of shit, like criticizing and criticizing and criticizing. You may think that they're criticizing you guys, but you cannot confuse the cold hard truth with criticism, like coming from a low vibrational standpoint where they're insulting you and they're berating you and calling you a damn idiot. This is constructive criticism, guys. There's a difference between somebody who's trying to berate you and belittle you and be critical to the point where they have no heart, there's no love, they're not in for your best interest. There's a difference here, and that Virgo energy is so strong about the criticism. Some of you feel like you're being criticized by someone when they're telling you the truth because they see right through you. They know what it is that you need to cut out of your life. They know what it is that you need to stop doing that is not for your highest good because they've been through that. And some of you are stubborn. Some of you are like, you're trying to put logic into it and you're trying to think, I don't need that help, or like they're dumbing me down, or they're insulting me, or I don't like what they're saying. Because remember, the trigger is coming from this queen, from this Virgo energy. Because they're telling you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. That is a true light worker, everybody. A true light worker is fully connected with God, has that divine intelligence to be able to teach based on their own experiences. They don't want you to make the same mistakes they did. And they're being completely vulnerable with you about it too. I fucked up doing this, guys. Don't do what I did. I say that often. But the truth has to come out. Otherwise, I'm doing you a disservice. I'm not being my true, authentic self. And I'm slapping God in the face. I'm not fulfilling his mission. Let's see what your wellness tip is for the week. Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. And with that Queen of Swords at the top, for the person who's been paranoid about committing, they're about to speak their truth to this Queen of Swords, and they have to get over the fear about them chopping them down, cutting their balls and their heads off. They're realizing now, oh, they were just telling me the truth because they had my best interests at heart. That is the true divine Queen of Swords. The truth is everything, and it hurts. God had to reveal some truths to me, my own counterpart. He put some truths in my face, and I was like, oh my God. That's not easy for me to hear, but he was right. I had to put my ego aside. Yeah, I really do need to fix that. He saw right through me too. He saw all the bullshit. Just like all the cards are flying away. Just like I saw the bullshit in him. There can be no bullshit surrounding either one of you if you want the Two of Cups. Zana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Stop being paranoid. Stop giving your power away. Stop overdoing it. If you're afraid to get out there because of what happened in 2020, you're afraid to meet up with friends, you're afraid to go to social gatherings or whatever, you're afraid not to wear your mask, where's your faith in God in all of this? You're gonna let fear of what happened a few years ago overtake the faith you're supposed to have in God when you're being told that you're protected. But remember, you have to protect yourself, but you have to protect your energies, meaning not giving into fear. When you put fear out there, you're going to get what that is that you're fearing. I'm hearing, oh, well, I have to do my part and I have to be diligent. No, it's, I don't know, something about doing my part. What does that mean, though? Your part is to have faith in God, period. To have trust in God, period. Not to be fearful, not to be paranoid. That is devil energy. Fear is demonic spirit. Stress is a demonic spirit. Being overcome by burdens is coming from a demonic spirit. Staying in a hermit, no, I can't get out of my house. I can't meet up with friends. I can't talk to people without having a thing on. I can't. Where is your faith in God? You gotta go within and start really looking deep down inside for that. And again, this is for the masculines. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. For those masculines who are watching this, you are about to speak your truth because you want to rebuild that relationship. You want to rekindle that connection. You want to start over and be like, okay, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I want us to reconcile. Forgive me for reacting instead of responding. I thought I wanted to be alone the rest of my life. I was fearful of commitment because of what happened in the past. when the truth starts to flood out, masculines, you will feel so much better. Relax and feel safe. God is with you. The archangels are with you. When you are in truth, you are protected. When you are not in your truth, that is when it kind of like wanes a little bit. Archangel Michael's got to come in to help you, but you got to do your part by you trusting in the archangels, you trusting in God, but you also being your true self and not giving into fear. The archangels in God do not vibrate at a level of fear, everybody. It's a level of faith and light, not darkness and fear. So you doing your part is you getting away from the darkness and the fear, and you being in that light. That is when they're going to better protect you. Okay? Because remember, the lower your vibration is, the easier it is for the devil to add to that paranoia and fear and darkness. It's all about what you're vibrating at. So with the masculines here, there's nothing to fear here. Relax and feel safe. Everybody relax. Fear no evil. The only thing to fear is fear itself. I know, was it Cody who said that in my live last night? Right? I think Cody said that. So Cody, you're watching this, you said that. You have to believe what you just said last night in the chat. Relax. And this is also with the fear of commitment about what happened the last time when you committed to somebody else. You know this is your God-ordained person. It ain't gonna happen again. Ain't a word, I know, but still. When you are your truth and you speak it, you are protected. You cannot be afraid of that, because God is truth. Truth is of the divine. And so many people are afraid of speaking their truth. They want to hide their truth by being that hermit. No, I got to keep it to myself. I got to stay hidden here, because if I come out with this, I'm going to be persecuted. I'm going to be retaliated against. Who gives two shits? Because God is speaking that through you. And when you are speaking that truth, when you know it's the God honest truth, nothing can phase you. Nothing will come to you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, people. When you are in your truth. And Archangel Raphael is at the top too. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. We're all healers in some capacity, guys. Every single one of us. And Archangel Raphael is here to help you with that. And remember when I talked about health? He's all about wellness and health here. Some of you need to call upon Archangel Raphael to help with this paranoia about your health, or overdoing it with your health, or I don't know what it is. The bottom of the deck is Caressa. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. See? The 10 of Wands, guys. Completion. This is the end. You're done. Like, stop with the paranoia. Stop with the stress. Stop with the whatever, overdoing it. You know what this is that you need to put an end to. Cycle needs to close. Here it is right here. Relax. You are safe. You're at the end of this. No more paranoia. No more freaking out about anything. That goes for the masculines too. Because the masculines are so freaking close. So close to telling the feminine, giving them their cup, asking for forgiveness, but having a heart-to-heart conversation. That's what this is. Really getting to know each other. Really talking openly and honestly about things. The angels are here to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you. It's right here. And for those of you who are afraid to be single, look, I have done it, okay? I don't even know how long I've been single for. It's been years. I've never been single this long, but holy shit balls. The person that I become, it's amazing. I have no fear about anything whatsoever. Nothing. And if you guys know about my car, I'm driving by faith. God and the archangel have done something miraculous with my car alone. Everything that I've done up until now. I can't be afraid of anything because I know God's always ahead of me and He's got everything covered. That fear is a demonic spirit that's going to take away from my abundance. It's going to take me away from my Two of Cups. It's going to take me away from everything that I worked so hard for. Happiness awaits you, but you've got to let go of those burdens, drop those wands. You got to end certain things in order for the happiness to flow to you, but you got to get into alignment with it. And you got to drop those friends, you got to drop those people who are like influencing you in a negative way. Hold on, because you know what this card that blew away was? Things aren't always what they seem. Look closer. Some of you are being bamboozled by the outside world. Okay? You're being duped. And your gut feels it. You have this inner knowing already. But you gotta go within to understand what that truth is. And that's when solitude, when you are by yourself, that is when you connect with God the most. And you have the God confidence within you. And you go out into the world not fearing shit. Especially with regards to speaking your truth. Okay? Oh man, what did I step on? Alright. My unspoken words deck. If you don't have this deck, get it. The links are in the description box below. It's going to change your life. There is a lot of powerful energy in this. And my masculine was the one who told me to write these messages. So we have both of our higher energies in this stuff, okay? It helps you to better understand your inner masculine and better understand your counterpart. And over time, the more you use this, the bigger messages you will get. But your energy has to be high enough to receive those other messages that will not be verbatim in the card. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, put in series. What does the masculine want to say at this time? Please and thank you. I'm hearing I'm ending this separation now. I'm taking action towards you. I understand the purpose of this connection. That doesn't want to go back in. Fuck! What did I say? What did I say? I'm ending this separation now. I'm about to take action and move towards you. I give God all the glory for this, because this is not me. This is God. This is my archangels. This is not Jess. This is all done by the power of God. I am the conduit. I am the messenger for this, so that you guys get it through your head what I'm talking about. And again, I'm being Queen of Swords in the upright. I'm not criticizing you because I care about your well-being. I've been through this shit. I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes I did. God chose me to be the guinea pig already. I'm trying to get you on like a faster track, even though everything happens in divine timing. And I'm teaching you by example, and that includes me giving you constructive criticism, telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, because you can have such a happier life, guys. It's the life that I'm living, and I know this is not the end of it. God wanted me to see, are you going to be happy by yourself, Jess? Or are you going to be codependent again? Are you going to look for some Jerry Maguire to complete you? No. And it's funny that the actor who plays Jerry Maguire, his name is Tom Cruise. But anyway, you see, if you want to rewind it, I wasn't manipulating. The card was like, and they said, take it, Jess. It didn't fly out like it normally does. Somebody here, you watch me, and you see cards flying out. You're hearing the smack, and you're like, oh, that is spirit right there. But when you saw the card didn't smack, you're like, oh, that must not be the message, because spirit must not be there because it didn't fly out. Cards don't have to fly out, people. This happened to bring a point to somebody here, to your attention. The cards do not have to fly out, okay? That doesn't mean that God isn't there in the reading, or I'm not channeling God when the card doesn't smack or it doesn't fly out, guys. You need to be careful with that. And you know what I did? My ego said, Jess, the card didn't fly out, but it came out kind of like this. Rewind it. And my guide said, no, Jess, take the card. Stop overanalyzing, Jess. It doesn't have to fly out. Because some of you are thinking that it has to fly out. No, it doesn't. Because they're like, Jess, what you said is what doesn't want to go back in. It'll happen sooner than you think. Okay, something supernatural just happened. See that? Do you see what ended up being at the top? Something supernatural happened. I'm going to ask you out on a date soon, because they want to have these heart-to-heart conversations with you. They want to ask you out, and they're going to talk about commitment. For those of you who are aligned. For those of you who are free and clear and you're at a complete state of peace. This is not for those of you who are overburdened, you're complacent, you're forcing union to happen. Absolutely not. If you haven't been on this journey for an extended amount of time, and I mean years, according to human time, this is not ready for you yet. This is to give you hope that this separation, the long separation, will end. And you will know if this is ending because you've been in separation for years already. You've gone through multiple separations, okay? This is also, here's the other message. You need to end something with someone that is not aligned. You need to end you separating yourself from the rest of the world. You ending, this is your distorted masculine energy. You need to stop isolating yourself. You're separating yourself. You're segregating yourself from the outside world because of the CV-19 thing, because of whatever else. You need to separate yourself from this over paranoia, of the over analyzing, of cleaning like the shit out of things multiple times in the day. Whatever this is, you know what this is, and you've got to be honest with yourself. Otherwise, you will not have a life full of peace and excellent health and bliss and happiness. This is how it works. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to do more to get more. God wants you to do less to get more, guys. Let me tell you, I have been doing less, and God has been like coming up with these miracles. I'm like, holy shit. And I know something even bigger is coming because I'm doing less. That's what God wants us to understand, that God can work these miracles when we don't have to be overdoing it. This is you taking action and moving towards yourself and loving yourself. Coming together with your higher self, aligning yourself with your higher self. Telling yourself, I'm my own best friend. You know that Miley Cyrus song called Flowers? I can buy myself flowers. I can take myself out dancing. You can do the same thing, guys. I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for years. And I learned a lot about myself. I said, I can be happy by myself. I get flowers. I'm actually going to go to Trader Joe's after this to get myself some more flowers because all of my flowers are already wilting. My lilies have already, run their course. And now I got to go have my heart space select a new batch of lilies and some other flowers and some other things. It's part of self-care, guys. I love to surround myself with nature. And if you buy lilies and you put them in your house, especially in your bedroom, oh my God, the smell is glorious. It's like you're smelling God or something. That's what they're telling me. Apparently God smells like lilies. Okay, I'm cool with that. But again, others, whoa, the pool pump went off. That's probably why I was yelling. Others of you, you got to stop separating yourself from the outside world. You got to stop hiding your truth and separating yourself from that truth too. You can't be afraid of being out there full frontal, whatever, and like showing the world the real you. And it's funny because I'm sitting here like this, right? And I'm like, oh, my legs are showing, but what does it matter? What does it matter, right? They did this inadvertently. So you guys need to end something, and you know what it is. And when you do, something is going to happen sooner than you think. You're going to be free of something sooner than you think. You're going to see the light sooner than you think. You're going to be like, oh, the angels are going to come down. It's like, oh, right, and that light's going to shine you. It's like in Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where the light's shining on that massive Christmas tree and he realizes he doesn't have a saw. You're going to have one of those moments whenever you end whatever this is, you end that cycle. This is also about taking yourself out on a date, everybody. Look what's after this card. One out of my two highest vibrational cards, and this deck has 80 cards in it, and only two of these: the cross and the infinity symbol. What did I say about having faith? Christ consciousness. This is surrendering to God, surrendering your burdens and your fears to God. Let God deal with it. You are going to be more protected when you let go of that fear. You have to understand that you will be protected when you let go of the fear, when you drop the wands, when you stop overdoing it. Whatever this is, I sound like a broken record. You guys know what this is. It's kind of funny how that pump stopped because my guides are like, it's come to an end. And if you noticed, I think the wind died down too, didn't it? God's giving you messages just by me being out here, and he asked me to sit in this spot again. And you know what's funny? Look at this. Look at this. Somebody saw my angel wings. I almost sitting like this angel right here, and I have palm trees behind me. The sun is not setting, but this is where I'm at. And I am by water. I'm not by the ocean, but I'm by a pool. You see how this works? I just realized that. Big things are ending and new things are beginning, everybody. But the fear isn't going to get you to your happiness. The paranoia isn't going to get you into your happiness. You being codependent on relationships isn't going to bring you happiness. Nobody's here to complete you. Jerry Maguire is not going to complete you, everyone. Or Jennifer Maguire, whatever. Maybe that's somebody's real name. You are here to complete yourself. You are here to find your happiness, find your holy grail. There's 2 holy grails in this card, guys, not one. Not one. What you will end up doing is that there will be a 3rd holy grail, which represents God, and you will be pouring what is in your cups into that cup when the 2 become one piece, one soul, united with God. I don't even know what the top of the deck is. Let's see. Let's pick this part. I'm planning something really big for you. You'll be shocked. I heard something about Mother's Day. Somebody here might actually get a big surprise on Mother's Day. Wow. The other high vibrational card is underneath that. Look. Bottom and the top, guys. The infinity symbol. What I say about doing the hard work, the spiritual growth to reach the fullness of your potential. When you end something, you're going to realize something about yourself. Holy cow, why was I afraid of this entire time? Why did I take so long? Why did I doubt myself? Oh my God. Look, see? Thank you, God. The wind's blowing. Winds of change. Look what I'm doing. I did that. She's holding on to her knees, too. I just inadvertently did that. Like, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Anyway. The reason why this is happening, and I'm not even thinking about it, right? Because I've never shown, like, my full body before on camera, like video recording. There's a reason why my guys are having me do this subconsciously. It's showing the world all of me, the real me, and I can't be subconscious about, and you know, and I used to be subconscious about my shape. You know, my thighs are a little wider than usual, or I'm very short, right? And I'm like, oh, I love all of me, my shortness and all. Good things come in small packages, and look how the wind's blowing, guys. You can't manipulate this. There's no editing. There's no nothing. It's raw. It's real. It's as it is. Look, now everything's blowing away. You see how God's backing me up with this? And again, it's like, okay, everybody's watching me sit like this, but I'm like, what am I doing? And God's like, don't get self-conscious, right? I've come a long way. I know that for a fact. I've come a long way. Didn't I say it's done, it is written, it is finished, it's about to happen? That card was, it'll happen sooner than you think. They just reminded me of this. I'm going to show you something. Look what God did. Whatever the heck I was saying, look what God did when that huge gust of wind came. Look. Where is it? What card is that, everybody? It's a Four of Wands. Look over there. One of the cards went all the way over there. What's down there? Our love is eternal. I see that very clearly now. I think I said that too. See? This is a very very different reading. Four of Wands. Harmonious union is what some of you are very close to, that 10 of Wands. You are right there at the finish line. For those of you who've done your work, for those of you who've changed drastically for the better, you have no fear of anything. All you have is unwavering faith. And you've had unwavering faith in this connection no matter how many years you've been in this connection. Because now it's coming. It's time to relax. It's time to celebrate and enjoy and to have some fun, because everything that you have worked so hard for, you now get to enjoy the rewards of it. This is a coming together. There's an engagement. There's a wedding. This is moving in together. We've been getting that message a lot. This is the moving in together card. Okay? That could also be part of the I'm planning something for you. This is a house. Somebody's getting a house. You're moving in with someone and you're going to change residences here. See? See why that gust of wind blew? Four of Wands. It's been a long journey. It comes after the Three of Wands, right? But you kept moving. You kept the momentum. Watch the live that I did last night, guys, because I talked a lot about this. God doesn't move a parked car. God won't come in to actually like really overly protect you and like support you more with what you were doing when you are doing nothing. You got to do your part. God is not going to do everything for you. That's not how it works. You're going to have a brand new family. This is harmony, peace, balance. You're going to be supported. Your kids are going to be supported. There's like a blending of families with this card too. You know, it's such a beautiful, I love this deck. There's a castle. Maybe you're going to live in a castle, or you're going to live by a castle, or you're going to live in a mansion, or there's something about like Disney World or something like that. That's kind of funny because I'm going to Orlando in 2 weeks, but anyway. You've done all the work. It's time to go relax and enjoy life. This is enjoying life. A lot of you need to learn how to enjoy life more and stop being paranoid about every little thing. It brings you so much peace in your life, and that is the one thing that Christ was teaching us. It's not about the salvation of our sins. Jesus didn't come to like save us and protect us without us doing anything. That's not how it works. He came to teach us about Christ consciousness, all these other things that deal with Christ consciousness, and especially finding true peace in the Lord, in ourselves, in our lives. And when we have that, we can have everything. Okay? Anyway, there you have it. There is your message for the week. Now I gotta go all the way over there and get the other cards. Yeah, one of the other the other angel card, I don't know where she went. Layla just blew away. It's amazing how this works. Birds, communication. I give God all the glory for this. All day, every day. Could not do this without him. Birds are confirming. All right, guys. I hope this helped you. I hope this helped you. And they want me to say this for those of you who have a hard time believing what I'm channeling, what I'm saying. God's going to continue to do these types of readings until it sticks with you. There's no logic to this, guys. It's all God. There's no logic in God. It's just you believe in Him, you believe it, or you don't. But if your heart space knows, it's like there's no way that that can actually happen. There's no way that Jess can know all those things. Stop trying to put logic to it. Stop trying to doubt it. Stop trying to fear it. Only truth is revealed on this channel. I am not here to manipulate anything because I will get backlash if I do that. What you put into the universe is what you get back, right? Alright, guys. I'm gonna go eat something, find some fun. Go find some fun. Go have some fun. I gotta go get my flowers. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Alright, I'm not even going to do my usual outro, but I really do hope this helped you. I do offer personal readings. I'm still having my 10% off sale for my tarot packages and for my individual services. I am coming up with new services because I have been guided to actually start doing a new form of, it's a new direction in my mission work. Let me just say that. I am coming up with Kama Sutra readings too. Those are going to be out of this world. So you will find out about the certain positionings of the Kama Sutra that you and your person will be doing, but it's going to be what is needed for the masculine and the feminine and in the connection. It's not just about, oh my God, like a sexual position. No, it's way more to that, right? It's tantric in nature. There's a soul-based thing with these sexual positions, okay? So I'm going to be doing those. I am going to be doing those in my members only live readings when I do my erotica live members only readings. So you can get a live reading with the Kama Sutra portion of it if you so choose. But I'm going to have individual readings with that and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'll try to remember to put in the community page. If you watch my other videos or you watch my lives, those messages will come out there, or these weeklies, okay? So I still have my spring 2023 forecasts, a personal reading that is available. I'm going to close those off because I'm going to get ready to set up the summer ones so that you guys can be ready for what summer is bringing you, what is challenging for you during the summer season, because remember, God goes by seasons, not by months. So I'm doing these forecasts by seasons. So if you want to know the rest of spring, what it's looking like for you, or what you're still struggling with, I highly recommend getting those, and you can get 10% off of those. The coupon codes are in the description box, okay? And God comes in again. Grace and Antoinette, to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. I don't need to say anything else. Alright guys, but like I said, I still have the 10% off for the packages and the readings, the individual readings. If you would like to become a member, check out the description box below. If you go to capellawellness.com, go to Capella memberships. Alright, different tiers have different benefits. If you do the math, you will get more bang for your buck, especially if you choose a membership that has a monthly coaching session or 2 monthly coaching sessions. Okay, my best value one is my Capella, the Origa membership. Okay, that is going to give you your best bang for your buck, especially if you need some additional coaching, right, or a healing session twice a month. All right, some of you may be called to that, but anyway, go check out the memberships. You can start off with the basic ones and upgrade whenever you want. You can cancel whenever you want. If you don't have a membership already, you get to have a 7-day free trial. Okay, or I think even if you upgrade, you start with a 7-day free trial with that. When you upgrade, to test it out, right? And if it doesn't work for you, fine. You can cancel it. No hard feelings, okay? It's not going to hurt my feelings for damn sure. But don't knock it till you try it, all right? All right, guys, I love you with the love of Christ. Have a fantastic week. For those of you who are mothers and who are single fathers who act as the mother and the father, I wish you a beautiful, blessed, glorious Mother's Day. Please take time to enjoy your day. Do not be doing anything for anybody else. That is not the time to do it, and you should be learning how to not do that all the time too. Okay? Have a blessed Mother's Day. Do what you want to do, not what other people want to do. Okay? Say no if someone's trying to dictate something for you on your day. Say no if someone's trying to impose something on you. Absolutely not. Stand your ground. Be assertive with the Queen of Swords and say, no, I want to do this. I'm doing this because it's Mother's Day. Okay? Some of you need to hear that. Go have your fun. You absolutely deserve it. And again, for those who are single fathers, celebrate that day for yourself too. I'm feeling emotional all of a sudden because I know it's been hard for you to fill that role of the mother too. Okay? You may be saddened that your child or children don't have a mother. Okay? You are fulfilling those roles for your kids or that kid for a reason. Okay? God will send you someone, if you are a male, okay, you're a single male parent, a father. God, with this Two of Cups, God has already sent you. God is now going to give you this person who's your equal, who's going to balance the roles out. Okay, so don't get discouraged. And if you are the masculine who's a single dad, okay, you know that you need to take action and communicate with your feminine, and then you won't have all those burdens. You won't have to do the child rearing all by yourself. You will have someone to help you, to relieve you of certain things, okay? To give you the backup, to give you the emotional support too. All right, because it's not easy being a single parent. I'm one of them. I've been a single parent for 7 years? I think I hit 8 years already. Not that it matters. I think I hit 8. Wow. I've been a single parent for that long? Holy shit. Anyway, that's besides the point, right? I haven't been paying attention to that. Anyway, even if you're a single dad, celebrate Mother's Day, because that is your day too, because you are being a mother as well. Okay? All right, guys, I love you with the love of Christ. Have a fantastic week. Bye.